Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video will be prepping for a fun tea party with the kids and my husband. So it is late at night and I'm gonna get some of the things prepped and ready so that I can kind of toss all the little tea sandwiches together and we can just have a good time instead of doing all the work and then trying to have a good time. So I'm gonna start out with making a homemade fancy what do you call it, like sophisticated cream cheese for one of the sandwiches. Now normally they would be cucumber sandwiches, but none of us here really care for cucumbers that much. So they are going to be cucumber-less sandwiches. So I just thought I'd take you along and show you how I get this prepped and see what else I can get done tonight to make tomorrow's little party even more fun. All right, to elevate our plain cream cheese, we're gonna add just a little bit of ranch seasoning, a little bit of dried dill, and I got this fancy brick of pure what is it called? Asiago cheese. We're gonna grate just a little bit of that really finely into our little bowl. Of course, I made it the smallest container just because I wanted to store it. So I'm just gonna shred a little bit of this in here. This will give it a nice little stink. Probably like it. A little bit goes a long way with this cheese, really. So I think that's probably good. Wipe the back of this off. Maybe a tablespoon or so. And this is a half a brick of cream cheese. It looks a little crazy because it's like a quarter of one left and then like a little bit of another one. Using things up, you know. All right, just a teeny tiny bit of dill weed, probably like a quarter teaspoon. We love dill weed, so it's not too big of a deal. Okay, just a little light sprinkling, you can see. Not too crazy, because the ranch has a lot of flavor also. Maybe 2 teaspoons or so of that. No, I put my cream cheese in the microwave just a little bit, so I'm hoping it'll mix up a little easier. And then I'm doing this also the night before so the flavors can all marry together and be incredible tomorrow. We're just going to keep giving this a nice stir until it's all combined really well. And then we will put it in the refrigerator for easy usage tomorrow. All right, for the next part of the prep work, hang on, my computer, I got a little sun. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and prep up some cold cuts and some cheese to go onto the sandwich. These ones, I don't have to do any prep work. They're these mini little salami rounds, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put a couple into my tote here. So I can just kind of grab out the totes and assemble these nice and easy tomorrow. I think I'm only going to do 4 of those sandwiches because Jake, myself, Mason probably won't like it. So just a couple of those, nice and simple. Then I'm going to use this heart-shaped cookie cutter and I'm going to use that to cut the bread into little tea sandwich sizes. Then I'm just going to pile up a couple pieces of ham and then try to get, well, I'll probably only get 1 set of hearts, but we'll use the rest as, you know, just they won't be the prettiest sandwiches, you know. A little further. All right. Oop, never mind. So now I have a little stack, couple pieces of heart ham. I don't think I'll be able to squeeze another one out of here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can probably squeeze 1 more set. It's tight, but we did it. All right, perfect. Now we have double the amount. Perfect little heart-shaped hams. Okay. And like I said, I'll put these little scraps into the container also, and then we can use them for the not so pretty sandwiches. Now I'm going to be using provolone cheese because that's just the package I had open and will be the easiest to use right now. If I can get them apart, they're awfully sticky. I think I'm gonna do 3 pieces and try to do 2 hearts out of each one like I did with the meat. But we shall see. Let's move it down so you can see some of the action. Alright, I'm trying to get those all lined up. I'm gonna go right to the very, very edge so I can hopefully get another set out of here. Ooh, how cute are these little cheese hearts? I love this little cookie cutter. I don't have a really good little circle one. Besides, we love hearts and love, right? Alright, yeah, we'll get 2 of each. So now we have 6 little cheese hearts to go with our sandwiches. And then, like I said, the extras, we're not going to waste those. We'll use those for the not so pretty ones. But, so now I have my meats and cheeses all together and ready to go. Let's see what else we can get prepped tonight. Alright, I think the last thing I'm going to prep for tonight is I'm going to take this nice small little cup tote. I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a honey mustard using Dusseldorf mustard. We really enjoy this, and some honey. And that we will put on the ham and cheese sandwiches. I'm just gonna get mixed together. We won't need a ton of this, just a little bit. Alright, now we have a nice honey mustard dipping sauce to put on our ham and cheese tomorrow. And I just tasted it and it tastes incredible. That's a win right there. Alright, I am all done prepping tonight, and then tomorrow I'll pick up the camera again and show you how everything comes together. I'm super excited, and I know the kids are really going to enjoy it. Just something simple and kind of out of the usual routine that makes life a little more fun and interesting. All right, we're back. It's the next day, about 2:30 in the afternoon. Our tea party is going to happen around 7:30 because my husband has to sleep. He works 3rd shift. But anyway, so a couple hours beforehand, I'm going to go ahead and whip up a dessert. I'm excited. It's going to be a chocolate pudding pie made with cream of coconut instead of regular milk. And then I'm going to toast up some coconut on the stovetop, just sprinkle just a little bit on top. I think it's going to be really good, and I thought I'd bring you along with me as I get that ready. So let's get into it. I'm just going to use the larger size packet of chocolate pudding. And then I had measured out 3 cups of cream of coconut, and then it was in the refrigerator chilling. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and blend it together. All right, I just have a basic graham cracker crust from the store, simple. Go ahead and dump in our pudding. Might be a little too much. Yeah. All right, I don't want it to overflow. I do plan on putting. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit left. That can just be for snacking. No big deal. All right, now I'm gonna top it with Cool Whip. That's starting to look good, but I'm going to go ahead and bring you on over, and I'm going to toast some coconut to put on top of this before we go ahead and put it in the freezer. All right, I just turned my pan onto medium, and then I've never done this, but on Pinterest it says to just sprinkle some coconut into the pan and stir it around until it gets nice and crispy. I'm only going to do a very little bit because not everybody loves the coconut. So I might leave a piece or two without it, but for us who do like it, would appreciate a hefty amount. See how it goes. Alright, it's been a few minutes. It's finally starting to turn brown. I swear it didn't turn brown at all until all of it was getting really overdone. So I'm going to crank the heat down a lot lower. I'll try not to burn it, but boy, is that a quick process once it starts. Alright, I think that's going to be good enough. Most of it's toasted. I'll also let it sit in the pan for another minute or two, and then we're going to put it aside to cool down. Now, you may be wondering, why am I going through this much work just for some silly idea? Well, you know, the last year and a half of like the quarantine times and stuck at home, and it's summer vacation now, and my health being as bad as it is usually, I don't get to do as many of the fun things that I absolutely love to do with them. So I took a couple hours yesterday. I'm gonna take a couple hours, an hour here, an hour there, and just kind of work my way through it until later on tonight so I can actually enjoy it. So it takes me a day and a half to get it all ready for a simple little tea party, but it's something special, something different, something we've never done, and this keeps me busy in the kitchen, and I love cooking and I love trying new treats and things like that. So that's a big reason why I'm taking 2 days to make a little tea party for us. All right, our coconut has cooled for just a minute. I should probably let it cool longer, but I want to go ahead and sit down and take a little break. So I'm going to sprinkle some on some of it. Maybe half. Like I said, I probably made way too much, but it's alright. Coconut's cheap. Alright. Now our pie is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this, the plastic cover that it came with, on, and then go ahead and put it in the freezer so it's nice and easy to cut and serve later on for dessert. All right, taking plenty of breaks. Now I'm going to take my bread and then my heart-shaped cookie cutter, and I'm just gonna make a big pile of them in my this pan. So then all of those can be cut and ready, and then I can just assemble in an assembly line. Be a little bit easier. So I plan on doing 2 loaves. It's probably too much. We'll see how many I get out of the first loaf. Maybe a loaf and a half. Who knows? All right, I think I'll be able to get 2 out of each piece. But how cute are these little hearts? I can't even take it. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna do this a zillion more times, and I'll come back when I start to assemble the sandwiches. All right, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna assemble 1 of each for you guys to see. This one's gonna be a 3-decker. It's gonna have a small amount of Nutella, because these are very small little pieces of bread. Some peanut butter, then what we're gonna do is put the peanut butter and the Nutella together. Got too many ingredients open. Then the last ingredient that we're going to put on the bottom of this one is going to be some marshmallow fluff. This stuff is so sticky. Okay, and then right on top, try to show you the peanut, all the different layers involved. Super excited. Oh, the oven's ready for some other treats to go in. So we have 1 sandwich complete of that sort. Go ahead and set those treats aside, the sweet ones. Now let's do the cream cheese that we made up last night. It smells even better now than it did. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 of these. I think we'll only need 2 for this one. Get a little hunk of cream cheese. I should have let this sit out a little bit longer so it was a little easier to spread, but I'm excited for this one. Okay, now I'm gonna do these ones a few different ways. Let's see. This one is going to have some green onions on it. It's like a cucumber sandwich, but we don't really care for cucumbers, so I'm doing green onions. Let's do 1 more piece in the middle. And then this one is complete. Let's see the cream cheese. All right. Then we're going to do another one with cream cheese. A lot of cream cheese on that. Okay, and then a piece of salami. And like I showed you last night, I got all these ready, so it's nice and easy. I may put a little more cream cheese on the top just to hold it together. And we love cream cheese around here, so smush it down just a little bit. We have another one, so that's 3 different kinds. Then let's show you the next one. It's going to be the honey mustard I made yesterday. Give it a little mix. Find a little heart-shaped piece. A little heart-shaped piece of cheese. And then some of the heart-cut ham that we did last night. Let's do 2 pieces and see how it looks. Oh, that's 3 pieces. Alright, let's do 3 pieces because it's not that thin. And then it gets its top. Alright, so we are at 4 different kinds of sandwiches. I'm going to go ahead and do a cream cheese or just cream cheese on 1 or 2 of them too. I think that'll be right. Alright, I got the tea sandwiches all finished. We'll show you those a little bit later. Now I'm going to go ahead and get these Trader Joe's vegetable bird's nest into the oven. I'm super excited to try those. And then I'm also going to make up this cheese filled whatever that little is. They look like little coin purses. So we'll see. This you just dump in a bowl with I think a tablespoon or 2 of water, and that's it. And then you just microwave it for 3 minutes and then let it sit for 2. So the other side dishes are going to be super easy, and we're getting closer and closer to the official tea party, and I can't wait. All right, we get the table all set up. For the teas, we are going to try iced tea with cranberry juice. These are new to us, all 3 of these. Half iced tea, half mango, and then the watermelon honey tea I made from scratch this afternoon. Then we're going to have the, what are they, veggie bird nests, a plate full of yummy little tea sandwiches, some little lemon bundt cakes, the pie I made from scratch this afternoon, and these little purse pockets with pink sauce. It looks really orange in this lighting, but it is a light pinkish red. So that is our little feast in a special tea party day. Alright, everything was a huge hit. We all had some pie, those vegetable bird's nests. Now I get what all the hype is about. They're incredible. This pasta from Trader Joe's with the pink sauce, absolute smash. And I have 1 little tea heart sandwich left. And we made our way through trying all the teas, and I think the consensus is the favorite tea is this Arizona cranberry tea. But I still think my watermelon tea is delicious. It just needs a little more sweetener.